Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing. Okay. So let me make sure everything's working. Let me. Okay. Looks like the link is live. Let's see if I can hear. Okay. Yep. Sounds good. I'm live. Hello. I wasn't expecting to do a live stream today, but I here I am. Oh, like it wasn't. It's not like I wasn't expecting to, but like I was thinking, should I? I would like to. I kind of tossed the idea back and forth. But yeah, this is, as you can see, not my usual space. This is a Face Front Studios. That's what I'm calling it. It's just a space that I'm hoping to be able to use for live streams. As you can see, I none of my action figures are here. I have this guy though. This is Spider Man. Say everybody say hello to the big cardboard Spider Man. It's not my mannequin back in the other spot, but he's gonna have to do for now. So he's gonna old Spidey here's gonna keep us company. Anyways, welcome, true believers. I want to try this year to do more live streams because that's honestly the most fun I have on the channels when I'm doing live streams and when you guys are talking to me and I'm talking to you guys and we're having a good time going back and forth. This right now is more of a test. Um, I have a topics I want to talk about. There's Echo and then Ultimate Spider-Man #1, which has been driving the internet crazy. It drove me crazy when I wrote it. I didn't write it, read it. When I read it, it drove me crazy. But I just want to test the new technology I'm using, see if this is a good time to live stream, see if this is a good, you know, stick figures here. Hey, buddy. Hello, hello, hello. He says, awesome. Well, it is awesome. All right. So thank you. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. Where the two topics I want to, and of course, the two topics are just you know guidelines. Echo and Ultimate Spider-Man. We can talk about. Hey, Griot's here. What's up, man? Hello. Yeah, I've been watching your videos. He's been making these super cool stop motion ish videos that are pretty good. He's got a whole series called Spider Man. It's about Peter and Miles. Um, they're fighting against Snake Eyes and Sugarfish is involved. It's a great series. It's a great series. So check him out. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Yeah, but like I said, we can talk about Echo. We can talk about Ultimate Spider-Man. Those are just base guidelines. But we can also talk about whatever. We can talk about Return to the Spider Verse. We can talk about Marvel Spider-Man 2. We can talk about anything. But those are the key base things that I'm just centering the live stream around. Hey, it's my buddy Andrew. Long time no see. Nice shirt and hat. Thank you. This is a robe that I got for Christmas. This is my first like actual robe. I've never really had one. I never found the necessity for one, but I got this one. And I'm like, oh, this is nice, and it has a hood and everything. Like I can't see. Like this is great. I love this. I love this. Uh, how excited are you for the new Ultimate Spider-Man to come out? Let's start with Ultimate Spider-Man since stick figures getting right to business. Um, it's already out, buddy. Look, I got it right here. Yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man #1. Oh man, this is not the only cover I have. I have several variant covers I have let's see. Let's see all my variants. I have this one by Mark Bagley, which is based on like the old Ultimate comics because he's Spider Man has the big eyes. He got MJ, Peter, and Aunt May in the old Ultimate style. I've got this one. I love this one because it's Peter and Mary Jane. I believe this is J. Scott Campbell. Yeah, this is J. Scott Campbell. Anybody that knows me knows that I ship Peter and Mary Jane forever. I also have this one with Peter and Mary Jane on it, and they're in a web, and they're all cute together, and I really like that. I really like that. Uh, I have this one. It's like a holiday card with Peter's family on it. The kids are Richard, like Peter's father, and then May, like Aunt May. So that's great. I love this. A Gwen and Peter shipper. Hey, whatever you ship, that's perfectly fine. You ship Gwen and Peter, that's fine. Oh, Mako Speed, I missed you. Hey, buddy. I ship MJ and Peter. It's whoever. The Ultimate Spider Dad. That's right. And then I have this one. There were several with different suits on them. There was one with the Spider-Man 2099 suit. There was one with the Ben Riley sensational Spider-Man suit. I think there was one more with a suit on it, but as you can see, I got like 50 variant covers, so I had to limit it down, and so I just got the black suit because that was my favorite one of all the alternates. My favorite is Symbiote Spider-Man and Venom. Symbiote Spider-Man for the longest time. Symbiote Spider-Man. Bully Maguire's. Yeah, yeah. This is the Bully Maguire edition. Peter is 10 times more of a bully in this issue. Yeah, but for the longest time, the black suit was my favorite alternate Spider-Man costume. But then the Spider Armor Mark IV happened, the all new, all different, and that became my new favorite alternate Spider-Man costume. What's up, Andrew? I've seen people say they want Mayday Parker in live action. Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi universe would be the best place for it. That's not a bad idea. If they did do a Mayday Parker, Tobey Maguire's universe, live action Tobey Maguire's universe would probably be the best place to put her in because he's dad Peter Parker age. I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. Don't do that, Brian. Don't put dirt in my eye. Wonder what Eddie Brock will look like in this series. I don't know if he's gonna be in it. This is a whole new universe. So we'll see if they add Eddie Brock in here. But until then, he might not even be Venom. We know that people like to make Venom everybody but Eddie Brock these days. This is another cover I got just because it looks really cool. This Spider-Man running up the wall with some birds flying around. I tell you, they just run me for my money at that shop. And then this one with like schematics of the family. There's MJ, and then there's like drawings and sketches on here on grid paper. I really like this. Good point. Let's not jump to exactly. We got to see what happens in this universe. He just became Spider-Man. For those of you who don't know, the premise of this is that Peter let me backtrack. There was Ultimate Invasion, which was Ultimate Richards of the Maker. He kind of made his own universe, and he stopped a bunch of heroes from becoming heroes. But he got stopped by Tony Stark and another version of Reed Richards, who was Doctor Doom, and Tony Stark is Iron Lad. And so they're going around and recreating the universe by giving all the heroes back the powers that the Maker stole from them. And Peter grew up and became an adult, and they're saying, hey, you were supposed to get bitten by a spider, you were supposed to be Spider-Man. And so this is him as an adult with a family becoming Spider-Man. So which take on the Black Suit Spider-Man storyline, movies, cartoons, games, the best in your opinion? I gotta think about that. Which Black Suit arc was the best handled? I mean, they're all like, none of them last very long. Let me get back to you on that one. Nice hat, by the way. Yeah, I've had this hat. I've worn it in videos before. But yeah, I love it. It's my little Spider-Man hat. Uh, I have a lot of beanies, as you guys can see. Oh my goodness. I'm too young to watch Echo. I can't talk about it because I'd be confused. Oh yeah, it now Echo was a, TVMA show. Um, now I watched the whole thing. It wasn't as gritty and violent as I thought they were going to go, which is good because I'm not a gritty, violent person. I don't really like, the dark violent. I understand that there are some characters it suits better, and I'm not saying that there shouldn't be any dark or bloody or gritty series or shows and stuff, but that's just not personally my thing. I don't like a whole lot of blood or heads exploding or limbs getting cut off. So Echo was luckily not as violent as it could have been. There were blood splatters and stuff. But yeah, if you're younger, maybe stay away from that one. It was a good show though, especially when Daredevil showed up. My goodness, that was cold. That was cold. Insomniac. The Insomniac version of how they handled the black suit, they did a great job with their black suit arc in Marvel Spider-Man 2. I really dug it. I can't decide because I love the 90s. I love how Spectacular Spider-Man did it. Ultimate Spider-Man, the cartoon, kind of went wild. Venom like never really like there was Venom was like a whole separate thing in that show. Oh goodness. I watch anime that's violent. Anime can be violent sometimes. Yes. This is a new version of Peter becomes Spider-Man when he's already an adult. That's new. Yes, this is the adult Peter Parker. Oh man. Ooh, from the galaxy far, far away to watch another video of yours. Well, welcome back from the galaxy far, far away. I hope you didn't have too much trouble over there. I know there's a lot of things going on, a lot of Jedi and Sith. I'm not like all right, let me put it like this. For me with Star Wars, like I like Star Wars, quite a bit, and I can hang in a conversation about Star Wars. If it gets too sweaty, if it gets too deep, you're gonna lose me. Like I've watched a lot of the movies, I watched a lot of the shows, but when you start getting into the comics and the books, I'm like, I haven't gone that deep for Star Wars. But that's that. Star Wars fan entering the Marvel Universe. All fans are welcome. Any fan of Spider-Man, Echo, Star Wars, whatever you're a fan of, you are welcome here. I don't care. That's what Face Front is about. It's about fans and community. Did you like Sam Raimi's take on the symbiote arc in Spider-Man 3? Yes, it was one of the most iconic ones. It introduced the casual audience to the black suit. I I mean, when I first here's a fun story. When I first saw the poster for Spider-Man 3 where he's against the wall leaning in the black suit, um I didn't know he was in the black suit because it looked like his normal suit, and I was used to seeing the black suit, the big white spider on it, and so I just thought he was he was in shadows. He was because it was nighttime. I just thought he was in shadows, but then it was like a magazine in Blockbuster. I flipped through it, and it's like, oh, Spider-Man gets his black suit from the comics. I'm like, oh, that's the black suit. Like, look back at the cover. I'm like, that's cool. It's his normal suit, but it's black. And then of course, the spider had the little. The spider was a little. I don't know. The black suit was great in Spider-Man 3. I mean, I'm named after a DC character. Wait, which DC character you're named after? I'm not great with DC. I know a lot about DC because my brother is a DC fan, but I don't know. Tell me which DC character you're named after, because I'm not sure who that is. The Griot. No, yeah, please let me know. The only thing I don't like about the suit is the web line mostly. Oh, in the Spider-Man 3 suit, the web lines on it, or are you talking about the Ultimate Spider-Man suit? Because it depends. I thought it was a bold choice to put web lines on the suit, and so I did like Venom's design in Spider-Man 3 when they put webs on the suit. That was pretty cool. If Spider-Man had his anime adaptation based on the canceled Fake Red manga or something else, Iron Man, the X-Men has their own anime, so why not Spider-Man? He even appeared in Discord. Okay, yes, I fully agree. I did see the Iron Man and X-Men anime. I loved them both. Uh, I don't think I read all of Fake Red. I think I read part of it. And he was in Discourse. He was also in that Future Avengers show. I wouldn't mind Spider-Man having anime. I would love a Spider-Man anime. Uh, oh, your name Dick Grayson. I know Dick Grayson. Okay, yes. He's actually one of the few DC characters I actually like. I like Dick Grayson. I like pretty much most of the Bat family. Jason Todd, Barbara Gordon. Um, so yeah, that's cool. Well, you are named after a DC character. Okay, so you're talking about the movie. Yeah. It was a choice to put the web lines on the black suit in the movie. I thought it worked, especially back in 2007. I thought it was really cool. But it was some people's cup of tea. Some people it wasn't for some people. Like I said, I was used to seeing it with the big white spider on it. But I think it is definitely when you see that suit, you know that it's the Spider-Man 3 version of the black suit. So it distinguishes itself pretty well. With great power comes great responsibility. Hey, Amal, very good to see you. Thank you for swinging by the chat. Thank you for supporting Face Front. If you had to pick three Spider-Man video games that aren't from Insomniac as your favorites, which would they be and why? Ultimate Spider-Man. That's one of my top 5 video games of all time. Period. Just because the comic storytelling, the way it's laid out, that you can play as Venom and Ultimate Spider-Man immediately. I want to say Edge of Time. Shattered. Web of Shadows. I'll say Web of Shadows. Web of Shadows because the combat is incredible and unmatched into this day. I honestly think Web of Shadows has the best combat in any Spider-Man game ever, and the symbiote story in there is pretty cool. And you switch between the red suit and black suit. Oh, I want to say Edge of Time because that Peter David story is incredible, and you play as Peter and 2099, but also Shattered Dimensions. The movie video games though. Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1. Oh no, you know what? PS1 Spider-Man game, the first one. That's what I'm gonna use for my third slot because I love that game so much, and it was technically my first Spider-Man video game. And say Ultimate Spider-Man, the PS1 Spider-Man, and Web of Shadows. There we go. Those are gonna be my 3. All right. Imagine if Spider-Man and Sonic crossover. Don't you do that on your channel, Mako? Don't you cross Spider-Man and Sonic over, or do you not? I might be mistaken. Don't take my word for that. But yeah, Spider-Man and Sonic, that would be one heck of a crossover. Like I imagine Sonic would zip off and Spider-Man would web to him, and then Spider-Man would zip off with him, and that would be awesome. I spelled great wrong because it's a pun for my game. Okay, great. Now I see. So it's Grayson, but you're saying great. And okay, you see, that makes sense. Now your name makes sense. Thank you for explaining that to me. I like that. See, I call my channel Face Front because that's what Stan Lee always used to say. He always used to say, Face Front, true believers. Stan Lee here. uh, I did tell you guys I was sick, right? I'm better significantly. I rested, I healed. It's just I cough once every 45 minutes. But I did thank you all for wishing me to get well. I did get better. I am better. So we're good. I want to start making content soon, starting with this live stream. All right. What if Japanese Spider-Man had a show or an you know what? If they revived the Japanese Spider-Man, but as an anime, that's a good idea, Mr. Impossible. That's a good idea. Because he's already set up for it. And he has a giant robot. And what else do you need in an anime? Just a giant robot. I don't watch a lot of anime. Sorry. But no, yeah, that's a good idea. If they were to do a Spider-Man anime, they could bring back the Japanese Spider-Man. See, we're cooking on Face Front. I swear, every live stream, somebody just comes up with a banger idea. Marvel needs to be tuning in to hear these ideas because we're cooking, guys. We are cooking. The first Spider-Man game I played as a kid was a 2002 movie game based on the Sam Raimi film. You see, that would have been the first game I played. But I had a choice. I had a choice between getting that game and the PS1 Spider-Man game. But I didn't. I had played the PS1 one at my friend's house, and that's the one I knew. And I said, I want that one. And then even the guy in Toys R Us looked at me. He's like, "Are you sure? Because this is the one on PlayStation 2. This is the better one. This is the one everybody's talking about." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure I want that one." And I'm glad I got that one because I might never have got it later. And I did eventually get the 2002 movie Spider-Man game, but I got the PS1 one first, and I'm so glad I did because that is one of my favorite Spider-Man games. Exactly. They pulled off Batman Ninja. I didn't watch Batman Ninja, but I did see trailers for it and some clips from it. And it looked pretty cool. And like you mentioned earlier, there was a Iron Man anime and there was an X-Men anime, and those were pulled off pretty well. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of anime, but when Marvel makes anime, I watched it. I think that's my story for a lot of things. Like, oh, I don't normally do this, but Marvel did it, so now I'm doing it. Oh my goodness. All right. What's this? Spoiler. Spider-Man episode 8 has been delayed due to school and back up. Let's set Spider-Man season 1, episode 10. Season 2 will be released February as a birthday special. Whoa, congratulations. He's great talking about his Spider-Man show on his channel. And I will say Spider-Man Return to the Spider-Verse has been, I won't say it has been delayed. I'm working on it. I'm working on Return to the Spider-Verse. I'm also working on Web Warriors, the Web Warriors finale featuring Superior Spider-Man. That's the thing. Yeah, as you guys saw, I posted this on my channel not that long ago. The big one, the issue where Spider-Man dies. Doc Ock takes his body. So yeah, just doing some research for that episode of Web Warriors. I swore in 2012 I was never gonna read that comic again, but I want to make you guys happy. I want to do that episode justice, so here I am. All right. I think we talked about this before, but the Spider-Man 3 games based on the Raimi films. I like say at the cast from the movie reprise there. Yeah, back when movie games were taken seriously, they had Tobey Maguire and Willem Dafoe and Alfred Molina and them. Even Thomas Hayden Church and Topher Grace voiced themselves in those movie games. Because movie games were actually they tried. They were actually trying on movie games back in the day. Sometimes, not all the time. Spider-Man anime can be animated by Anime Studio, WIT Studio. I'm not familiar with their work, but if you say they'll do a good job, then I believe you. WIT Studio. Whoever does it, as long as they do a good job. Unlike the two Garfield ones, yeah, because they weren't taking movie games seriously after the first 3 Spider-Man games. Once you got to 2012, the movie games were basically non-existent in the later 2000s. It was a rare form of art. We're lucky the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 even got them. Let's go. Hype for Web Warriors. Yes, sir. I know you like Superior Spider-Man. I know Superior Spider-Man has a lot of fans out there. I am not one of them, but I will do this episode justice because he has a lot of fans out there. I know Superior Spider-Man means a lot to a lot of people, so I'm gonna try to make you guys happy. I did, it's not like all bad. I don't like that it lasted so long. It lasted for a year in real life time. A year that Amazing Spider-Man was canceled and Superior Spider-Man was running. Like that, wild. And it lasted too long, and then just Doc Ock was just doing terrible things in Spider-Man's body, in Spider-Man's name, and I was not here for that. Some Marvel fans don't know that the character on my profile is a Marvel character. It is very small for me. It is like that big, and I imagine when people are browsing on their phones, it is also that big. So I don't blame them. Who is the character in your profile Mr. Impossible because I can't see it. And I imagine a lot of people can't. It's not a custom. Yes, please tell us who the mysterious Mr. Impossible, unless it's the Impossible Man. But Impossible Man is green, and that looks black. I can't see it. You'll have to explain it to us. It's funny that 2017 Spider-Man show Disney XD was the first time Superior Spider-Man was on. Yeah, because that was the first real show. Because like Superior Spider-Man dropped in the end of 2012, and that's when Ultimate Spider-Man the TV show started. So Ultimate Spider-Man wouldn't have really had time to adapt that arc. Based on when the comic I know they did like event they got to Spider because they did Spider for Gwen and Spider-Verse and that didn't come around until 2014. So if they really wanted to, they could have, but I don't they referenced it though in Ultimate Spider-Man. Loki said he switched brains with Spider-Man. Then Doc Ock's like, oh, I gotta write that idea down. So they did reference it. But 2017 show was the first new show after Ultimate Spider-Man since Superior Spider-Man had been written. So that was the first show to really have an opportunity to do Superior Spider-Man. I know when I first saw it, I don't like Doc Ock, just like the suit and gadgets. The suit by my boy Humberto Ramos, gold. Gold. I love the suit. That's about the only thing I like from Superior Spider-Man is the suit. And Humberto Ramos came up with that. Fun fact, there's a Spider-Man comic coming out March 6th, 2 days before my birthday, by Greg Weisman, who wrote Spectacular Spider-Man, the Spectacular Spider-Man TV show that everybody loves so much, and art by Humberto Ramos, who, for those of you who don't know, was the main artist on Dan Slott's Spider-Man run. He's one of my favorite artists. And it's called The Sensational Spider-Man, and it's about Peter and Miles going on adventures, and that's gonna be a great comic 2 days before my birthday. I'm so happy. I'm so excited about that. Doorman. He has teleportation. He died and came back to life as a member of the Great Lakes Avengers. Doorman. I have a friend that's going to be really excited to learn that Doorman is a real Marvel character. That's one I don't know. You got me. I'm not big on the Great Lakes Avengers though. That's Squirrel Girl in them, right? Yeah, that's Squirrel Girl in them. The Great Lakes Avengers. I was thinking of the East Coast Avengers, but that's Hawkeye and Tigra and War Machine in them. No, the Great Lakes Avengers. Doorman. I'm gonna look into Doorman now. And then if Doorman, I'll tell you what, if Doorman ever gets a Marvel Legend figure, I'm gonna put him in a video just for you, Mr. Impossible. Just for you. I would change his name to Doorway. Wouldn't we all have? Can we all agree that the third best Spider-Man voice actor, the three best Spider-Man voice actors, Christopher Daniel Barnes, Josh Keaton, Nero Lowenthal? I mean, Gray agrees with you. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I agree with that list. But we can't tell everybody what to think. Everybody will have their own top three. Some people might love Drake Bell. Some people might love Robbie Damon. Some people might love Neil Patrick Harris. Speaking of Neil Patrick Harris, sorry. I just remembered. Guys, you're not going to believe what I found in the comic book shop. You're not going to believe this. Ready? You guys aren't ready for this. Ready? What? Look what I found. Based on the MTV Spider-Man show, they made two figures. They made Spider-Man and they made Lizard. And I found Spider-Man. He was just sitting there in the comic shop. And for like $50. I was like, what? Luckily, I go and I do some work down at the comic shop. I sort their Marvel Legends for them. Because all these Marvel Legends have different pieces and parts, and they don't know up from down. And as you know, I have a lot of Marvel Legends, so I sort the Legends for them, and they give me store credit. So and they love me down there, so they knocked it down to 30 for me. And oh my goodness, this was a find, bro. This was a find. Oh my goodness, this is great. This is great. Oh, what's that? Oh, okay. I told you I'm using new software. It appears we're going to be taking ad break in about 7 seconds. So, uh, I'll be back shortly. Let's do it. Is it running the ads? This is gonna look really awkward. Okay, okay. There we go. Let me read some of these comments. Uh, I honestly love Drake Bell's voice. Am I back? Okay, I'm back. I'm watching the live feed, so I can tell when I'm back. Okay, cool. I love Drake Bell's voice. Yeah. Drake Bell did a good job as Spider Man. I did the best I could as Drake Bell in the episode 7 of Web Warriors, but I'm no Drake Bell. Everybody freaking out about my figure. Okay, Drake Bell, Robbie Damon are good. Spidey's under better projects. Drake Bell and Robbie Damon did Spider-Man in several projects. Drake Bell did them in Disney Infinity. Robbie Damon did them in Marvel vs. Capcom. Drake Bell did them in Avengers or Mightiest Heroes. He dubbed over Josh Keaton, which was kind of messed up, but yeah, they both have been in several projects as Spider-Man. Such a classic in the 2000s. Yes, this classic Spider-Man in the 2000s. I'm so glad I found him. I'm so glad I found him. I found a picture of the whole team of the Great Lakes Avengers as action figures. Oh, is there a Doorman? I'm gonna look for him after this stream. I'm gonna go look for the Doorman action figure. He might be harder to find than this guy, but I'm gonna look for him. I saw the whole show of that Spider-Man, the 2017. Oh no, this guy. Okay, yeah, no, yeah. This was such a weird one, yeah, because it was on MTV in like 2003, and it was based on the Tobey Maguire movie. This was technically supposed to be Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, but it kind of broke the canon. It's like Dr. Connors became the Lizard and then died in his episode. So and then he showed up in Spider-Man 2. So it's not really canon for that spot. But they had Michael Clark Duncan as the Kingpin from the Daredevil movie. So yeah, this was an interesting show. And he quit in the end. His friend Indy got hurt, and then he said, "I don't want to be Spider-Man anymore," and he quit. So that was fun. When it came to Neil Patrick Harris as Spidey, his voice felt deeper in that MTV series compared to the Shattered Dimensions game. Yeah, no, he. I think it's because he got older. The Shattered Dimensions came out in 2010, and this show came out in 2003. So naturally, his voice probably would have sounded somehow different. 7-year difference. Bro, I went action figure hunting, got 4 Marvel Legends for only $20. High five on those savings, dude. You always want to get more for less. You always want to get as many Marvel Legends as you can for less money. That's always a good thing. keep bargain hunting there, pal. Keep it up. Oh, when I think Ultimate Spidey, I think Sean Marquette from 2005 game fits better. Yeah, a lot of people do when they think of the comic Ultimate Spider-Man. The comic Ultimate Spider-Man and the show Ultimate Spider-Man are completely different, as seen in my videos, Web Warriors episodes 7 and 8. They where they fought each other. If you haven't watched those, go watch those. It has the Drake Bell Ultimate Spider-Man and the Sean Marquette Ultimate Spider-Man 2005 game and the Ultimate Comics, the old Ultimate Comics, not these Ultimate Comics. These are completely different and unrelated. Oh my goodness. Where do we got? I even found a picture of one of the members, Flatman. I know who Flatman is, going through Doorman. Flatman going through Doorman. Nice. Which reminded me of his name, but Doorway would have been better for the moniker. Yes. Yes, it would have been. I know. I gotta find out Doorman. I gotta find him. That's funny though. Flatman going through Doorman. KCI Productions, welcome to the stream. I got Galactus for Christmas. I think you told me that, and I'm very happy for you. I am very happy for you. Galactus is such a good figure. He is such a good figure. He's big and he's intimidating and he's scary and he lights up and he's great. He's great. You enjoy him. You pose him. You take pictures of those poses and you post them everywhere for everyone to see because that is a figure. That is a good figure. That is a good figure. I think one underlooked Spidey is James Arnold Taylor. He was in the Lego Spider-Man games and Spider-Man Friend or Foe. Is that who it was in Spider-Man Friend or Foe? Interesting. I love Spider-Man Friend or Foe. I love that game so much. Um, if you listen in the beginnings of some of the Web Warriors videos, you'll hear the background music for the Helicarrier playing because it's such good idle bass music, almost like the Stark Tower theme from Ultimate Alliance 1. It sits there in the background. It's not too action heavy, but it's not too slow. It's perfect idle background music, and I use it any chance I get. Friend or Foe was a great game, bro. That was a great game. I only had it on PS2 though, and Silver Sable was exclusive to the Xbox 360. I didn't have an Xbox 360, but it's weird though because the PlayStation is a Sony console, and Friend or Foe was based off of the Sony movies, which you think they'd have the exclusive character, but whatever. I'm not here to complain. Oh man. Okay. Let's say it says I can't chat a lot because you have removed spam comments enabled. I said like 39 things. Oh no. I'm sorry. Yeah, YouTube. This is so I'm streaming straight from YouTube. And YouTube does whatever it wants. So maybe say something, chill for like 10, 15 seconds, and then you can say something else. Because I don't know how YouTube determines what spam is. So if they see you commenting a lot, they might say, "Oh, this guy's spamming! Block him! Take him off! Get him off the block!" I'm like I said, this is a test stream as well. I'm testing out the new everything, the platform, the system. So thank you. That's good information to know, so I can look into it and see if there's a way to prevent it. Heard of a Sonic variant who was a version of Spider-Man called Stealth Hedgehog from Archie Sonic comics. Really? That's wild. I gotta look into that. Stealth the Hedgehog from the Archie Sonic comics. Was it like actually a version of Spider-Man, or was it like they did him to look and feel like, and you're like, that's a Spider-Man. That's a Spider-Man knockoff. I can tell. Because that would be wild if they actually had a like Marvel licensed Spider-Man Sonic the Hedgehog character. That would be wild. One voice that gets hate, but I like is Mike Vaughn from Web of Shadows. My goodness, mostly narrating. They reminded me of the speech bubbles. That the Web of Shadows voice is the Web of Shadows voice. It was grating when you first heard it, but after playing hours of that game, you hear him talking. It doesn't even register anymore. But you're right. The narrating sequences are incredible. I hate those where he's like, what did he say? What's the line? He said, this day started like so many others, fighting to breathe, fighting to survive. And then he's like standing under Venom. Then he's like, Parker. And it's like, Eddie. And then steps on him. Oh my goodness. Wild. Team members of Great Lakes Avengers. Let's see. Mr. Immortal. I know him. Big Bertha. I know her. Dinosaur. That's not Reptile, is it? No, Reptile's not Dinosaur. His name's Reptile. That's dude. I don't know Dinosaur. Doorman, also just discovered today. Flatman, Grasshopper. I think I know Grasshopper. Leather Boy. I think I know Leather Boy. And Squirrel Girl. Definitely know Squirrel Girl. Yeah, like I said, not big on the Great Lakes Avengers. No, I'm just for that. I'm gonna read some Great Lakes Avengers comics right after this. First thing I'm gonna do. Read some Great Lakes Avengers comics. I'm going to go to Atlanta in a few hours, so I may have to leave. But have you gotten the X-Men 97 wave? Yes. I did get the X-Men 97 wave. They are cool. I really like Storm and Bishop, and Cyclops is they don't have a Cyclops. They're going to have a Cyclops. Who's the Cyclops I have with them? I have the VHS Cyclops standing with them. That's why I thought Cyclops was part of it. That's a great way. I wish Magneto's hands were purple, but that's the only complaint I have about it. Otherwise, solid wave. Should I get the new Ultimate Spider-Man comic? Yes. Maybe don't get as many variant covers as I did, but yes, this is a great read. Let me tell you guys about this real quick, though. Slight spoiler. Like I said, Peter's an adult, and he has to choose to be Spider-Man, and which is different than it being thrust upon him, because like I said, the Maker took away everybody's powers in this new world he made, and so Peter's offered the choice: do you want this power? It was supposed to be yours, and yes, except I'm not going to give away the biggest spoiler in this comic, but it comes right after this page where Jameson's yelling Parker. We all know what that means, but this is that. What happens after that is the biggest subversion of expectations that's happened to me since the Skrulls turned out to be good guys in Captain Marvel. Like it was wild. It was so wild. Oh my goodness. They did it as a parody of Spider-Man. Okay, all right, good to know. I figured that was the case, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I gotta look into them. What was it? Stealth of the Hedgehog? I'm gonna look into that right after this stream. All right, come to think of it, Marvel Spider-Man 2 took a lot of cues from Web of Shadows and the symbiote infected. No, they shoved the entirety of Spider-Man Web of Shadows in the back half of their game, which was incredibly ambitious. Like, literally, when Spider-Man swings out and the whole city's, I'm like, I'm playing Web of Shadows. That's wild. That's so wild. Oh my goodness. Me doing stop motion. You do stop motion? Nice. Oh my goodness. Yeah, stop motion. I can't. Okay, so all of you have seen my videos. You know, I do segments of stop motion, but I have mad respect for people that like actually do stop motion because I can't. It's too long, too strenuous, too difficult, too much respect. Hats off. So KCI Productions, if you do stop motion, I salute you, because I'm more about telling the story and getting the story across than the technical aspect. But because that's what I like to do. I like to tell stories. I like to write. I like to do that. Sema is here. Hello, Raccoon Spider. How are you? How are you? Oh, you asked how I know. How are you? I'm doing great. I'm streaming. I'm feeling better too. Yes, it's great. It's good to see you, buddy. Glad you're here. Glad you made it. Oh, Web of Shadows nailed it. Yes, they did, my friend. Yes, they did. They used the music Moonlight Sonata in SM2. Oh yes. I saw. I didn't I think Andrew over here pointed it out to me, that they used that song. I missed it in my playthrough. But I'm doing a second playthrough. They haven't added New Game Plus yet, but I just started a second playthrough, and I'm gonna see if I can find it this time. I'm gonna see if I can find it. It's really fun. Stop motion is really, yeah. No, okay. Let me tell you this. Okay, when I do stop motion, there's a scene in episode 6 of Return to the Spider-Verse. For those of you guys who remember, when Mysterio's controlling Gwen and Peter's. Oh wait, I gotta go now. I don't have you down on my tablet, but I know I'm always on stream. No, I'm always on stream. Okay, well, I'll see you later, KZI. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun on your trip. Now, as I was saying, there's a sequence, yeah, and when Gwen's being mind controlled by Mysterio, um, and Peter fights her. It was my favorite. This is my favorite stop motion sequence I've ever done. It was because like I had Mysterio having Gwen see Peter as Doppelganger, which is the big scary 6-armed Spider-Man, and so when Peter is fighting Gwen, and they're like Peter swaps to Peter and between Peter and Doppelganger while the camera's rotating and Gwen's fighting him and it's all in stop motion. That is the best thing I have ever done in stop motion. And I don't know if I'm ever going to top it. I'm going to try, but that is when stop motion works, it works for me, and I do it. When I do it great, and when I see that the product, it's just it takes so long, and I don't have the patience. So, like I said, anybody else that does stop motion, you have my respect, because that is such hard work. It's so technical and it's such hard work. So, but yeah. I love I love stop motion as well. There's a guy who's not on the stream, but he's a longtime face front follower, Lucio the Hedgehog. He does stop motion videos. He has his whole Sinister Six series. I voiced Doc Ock in one of them for him. Go check him out, Lucio the Hedgehog. Um, he's pretty cool. He has a channel. He does this. He does stop motion. He's great. Oh man. BTW, your Upward Spectacular took down Goblin. The way he described the Master Planner's plan made it seem like he wants to destroy the entire multiverse. Yeah, that does seem like that, doesn't it? Yeah, I wonder what the Master Planner's master plan is. I don't know. I mean, I know. You guys don't know. But the Spectacular Green Goblin did say that it would be the end of everything. So, take that as you will. Oh man. Hey, if Insomniac ever have made an official Spider-Verse, the official Spider-Verse, we are allowed to bring our Spider-Sonas into the game. That would be so fun. That would be so fun. To make a Spider-Sona, put it in the game, and have it be cool. That would be great. I'd make a Spider-Man. He'd look like me, except his goatee would be much more accomplished. And he'd have braids probably, like maybe dreads just going down his back, and he have a deep voice like, "What's up? I'm Spider-Man." Oh, that would be great. That would be my Spider-Sona. Oh my goodness. Exactly. Agreeing with Grace. Yeah. Because stop motion's great. I don't have a PS4 or PS5, but I'm sorry, buddy. I have classic consoles such as PS3 and PS2. There's great Spider-Man games on the PS3 and the PS2. There's Web of Shadows, as we were just talking about. There's Ultimate Spider-Man, as we were just talking about. There's all kinds of games. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I hope you get a PS5 at some point. It's worth it if you just put some money aside over some time, and then you end up getting one. It's definitely worth it. And definitely play all three of the Spider-Man games: Marvel Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2. They are great plays. I hope you get one. I've been uploading so much Gran Turismo 4 gameplay. And we salute you for it. Oh my goodness, out here doing the Lord's work. Also, you changed figures for Toby and Andrew. How come? Because the old Tobey Maguire figure is old. He's technically a Hasbro figure, but he was based on the Toy Biz mold, and he can't stand straight like anymore. Like I gotta finagle him to like he served his purpose. He did a great job. It was time to retire him. I couldn't continue with that Tobey Maguire's. I mean, I could have, but he was getting he's earned his rest. He's earned his retirement. He's earned his retirement. And then the Amazing Spider-Man 2 figure, I never liked that figure. I'm going to be completely honest. I never liked the 2014 Amazing Spider-Man 2 figure. He has a weird amount of gap in his thighs. The web lines are inverted and not embossed. It doesn't capture the likeness of the movie very well, in my opinion. It was the only thing we had, so I was happy to have him. But technically speaking, I never really liked that figure. So the Tobey Maguire one was just too old. And the Andrew Garfield one, I never liked that figure to begin with. So that's why I replaced both of them. And those will be the versions of Toby and Andrew's Spider-Man going forward in Return to the Spider-Verse. Are you going to get the figures before you do more Spider-Verse episodes? I could have sworn I saw the new anime series, Zombie Hunter Spider-Man, and other Spider Heroes. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me see exactly what you're asking. Are you going to get the figures before you do more? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I want to see. No, every time I get figures that you guys want to see, I do them. Here's the trouble with where I put them. Here's the trouble with this guy, okay? Because a lot of people have asked for this guy in Web Warriors. And I said, hey, if I ever find that figure, he's in. I'm doing it. Here's the problem with him. He's at least 7 inches, so he's going to be a good foot taller than everybody else. He has very few points of articulation, and one of the points of articulation they decided to skip on a Spider-Man figure are his elbows. There, his arms don't bend. His arms don't bend, which is wild to me on a Spider-Man figure. So I'm still considering if I'm even gonna pop this guy open at that point, because and look at the wrist. The wrists turn. There's no swivel. Yeah, this is more akin to a Diamond Select figure. Honestly, it says Toy Biz down in the corner, but this is not like any Toy Biz figure I've ever seen. So we'll see with this guy. We will see. But like I said, he's technically Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, so we'll have to see. I had Sonic Frontiers installed on my PS5 after I got on my birthday yesterday. Your birthday was yesterday? Mako Sweet, happy birthday to you, first of all. And congratulations on the did you get the game or the PS5? Either one. Congratulations. I'm happy you got it. Make sure you have fun with it. And happy birthday. Without the stop motion in Return of the Spider-Verse episode 8, Web of Shadows, where Peter is thrown on the Spider-Nest crew by the symbiotes. Okay, yes. That I am proud of that scene. I will say I'm a little more proud of the Gwen scene, just because I was switching between two different versions of Spider-Man and Doppelganger. And so I will say I did like that one, but the one where the symbiotes are tossing around in episode 8, that is a great. I am proud of that one, because Venom throws him to Gwenum, and Gwenum slams him on the desk and throws him to Miles, throws him on the couch, and then Spectacular Spider-Man tips the chair and he rolls out of it. I was proud of that one. That was a good one. I did like that one. See, when I decide to do stop motion, I decide to do stop motion, okay? It's just I don't always decide to do stop motion. That's the thing. Let me get some water. All right. Still had in my mind was the Master Planner's voice, what he sounds like when he speaks. If I did the voice film, I could style it in the Darth Sidious LOL. We don't know what the Master Planner sounds like. We only ever hear Prowler talking to the Master Planner, but we never hear the Master Planner on the other end. We don't know what the Master. I know what the Master Planner sounds like. You guys don't know what the Master Planner sounds like. Oh goodness! Hopefully one day we'll find out. You'll find out soon. Not soon. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know anything about the Master Planner. What are you talking about? Speaking of, why did you make the Green Goblin Spectacular version, not Willem Dafoe's version, the Christmas thing? Because I wanted to. That's the bottom line. I wanted to use the Spectacular Spider-Man version of the Green Goblin, and realistically, because that particular Green Goblin looks the most like an elf, and so thematically he fit with the Christmas theme. So yeah, that's why I used the spectacular version of the Green Goblin, because he looked like an elf, and because I wanted to do Spectacular Spider-Man versus Spectacular Green Goblin, because I thought it would be cool. And I know a lot of people love Spectacular Spider-Man, and they wanted to see that fight. Also, could you make the event of the Spider-Man 2 game in Insomniac canon in my series? I eventually, not yet, because there's a lot to cover, and there's a lot happened in that game. I would have to say, oh, by the way, I was off screen. The whole symbiote invasion happened. I got the black suit. Kraven killed my 90% of my rogues gallery. A whole lot happened. Once I wrap up the Master Planner saga, I will look into working in Spider-Man 2 lore into my series. But until then, he's still going to be based on the first game. Man, if Peter 2 and Spectacular is going to do the interview of the new anime series, I'll give you a 10 out of 10. Oh my goodness, that would be wild. That would be wild. Oh goodness. Still the figure of the new suite. Yeah, he looks awesome. Don't get me wrong. This is an awesome looking figure. I really like how he looks. I just wish that he wasn't basically a statue. He looks great. He comes with a desk and a little the house that he was always climbing out of in the show. Like this is a great figure. He's really cool. I've always wanted this. I've always wanted. I just wish he could do more. That's all. This is great. This is great. I love him. I really want to use that desk in there for my videos. Okay. But yeah, Peter 2 doing the interview, that would be actually insane. Actually, that's a great idea. You can have the MTV Neil Patrick Harris Spidey is one of the Web Warriors. Yeah, that's how I always planned if I ever found that figure, I was going to use him as a Web Warrior. But we'll see what happens. Oh, I did have the reference while I was making the design of the Spider Sodas, such as my Raccoon Spider, Ronnie Spider Soda, a character I made is called Mick and Munzie. Oh, Mick and Munzie. Are these on your DeviantArt? Share them with me in a message. I know you're linked to me on DeviantArt. Share those with me in a message if you have those on DeviantArt, because I would like to see those semi. Oh, man. Spider Sonas are great. I never got around to making one because I have the artistic talent of an actual 3-year-old. But if I ever made a Spider Sona, that would be cool. Like I said, he'd have a fully fleshed goatee and dreads, and he'd be super cool. If you keep doing these live streams, maybe one day your friend that voices Gwen Stacy should make an appearance and talk about Spidey stuff she likes. Eileen, yes. Eileen is, I would love, by the way, go check her out. Eileen Nessman is the name of her channel. Go check her out. She does great stuff over there. I would love to have Eileen on. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out how I can basically do it with myself. This seems to be working. So now I got to figure out how to add other people. Me and Eileen have a video planned. We have a video planned that we're going to do that's going to blow everyone's mind. It's a theory that she came up with by herself about the MCU that was completely wild that I didn't expect, but like I don't know. But yeah, I would love to have Eileen on with me. I would love to have anybody on with me. I just got to figure out how to do that because she lives in another state and she also has 2 kids and a whole family. So I have to find time and I have to the time to do it and the technical way of how to do it. But yeah, me and Eileen, we got to do that video. You guys are gonna love it. It's gonna be great. Mick and Munzie are my characters from 1 year ago. I made just for fun, but instead of normal Spider Sona. Okay, so they're OCs that you turned into Spider Sonas. Great. Piece of cake. I made drawings of them on DeviantArt. Okay, yeah. So send me a DeviantArt message and let me check them out. That's pretty cool. You turned your OCs into Spider Sonas. That's good. Good idea. My Sonic OC, or kind of Spider Sona, is a gray blue striped hedgehog, gray and blue Spider-Man suit based on the fake red, which I like a lot. I've seen your Spider Sona on your channel before. I think you have him in your new outro. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the one. He looks really cool, Mako. He's really cool. See, here's what I don't think. Like, there's a lot of Spider-Man fans that are also Sonic fans, and I have no idea what that's about. I don't not like Sonic. Sonic's great. He's a fun little character. But I never got into Sonic. I'm just trying to figure out why, because there's so many. There's so many Spider-Man fans that are also Sonic fans, and I really don't know how where the connect is. I'm gonna do a whole documentary on that. That's because that's wild to me. That's wild to me. Ronnie is my plushie. I've had him since I was born. Oh, I have a teddy bear I've had since I was born. Not since I was born. I was young. I was like 8, and a firefighter gave him to me. I don't remember why I was in a position for a firefighter to give me a teddy bear, but he's basically a Cocker Spaniel dog. Where I got him out of the bag 10 years later. I'm going to have so much more ideas for Ronnie. Excellent. Love that. That's so wholesome. Which live action Venom do you think did the character better, Topher Grace or Tom Hardy? I think we talked about this, but I had both, because Topher Grace had the Eddie Brock's actual backstory, and Tom Hardy had everything else. So the look of Venom, the feel of Venom, the actual monstrous size, and symbiote in the he didn't have the spider on his chest. Topher Grace had the spider on his chest, but yeah. It says that there's another ad break coming, so I'm gonna read these comics and catch up while that happens. Cool. Cool. So much alternate universe. Let's see. So much alternate universe of him being the first Jedi persona from Star Wars, the second being his third Superman persona. Okay, so much alternate universe. So he has alternate. Oh, okay. So he turned his plushie into a Spider-Man character, a Superman character, and a Star Wars character. Wonderful. All right. Cool. That makes sense. I think the ad might be over. I didn't even see it happen. They're probably quick. All right. Oh, no, there it is. I'll wait till it runs its course. I'm back. Okay, there. Well, it's good to have you back, Grayson. Good to have you back. I was AFK. AFK. I should know what that means, but I don't. I think I'm blanking on the acronym at the moment. But yes. So where we left off is that Ronnie has been turned into a Jedi, a Spider Persona, and a Superman persona, which is amazing. Grayson got back from AFK, and Mr. Impossible says, "Sorry, I wasn't talking. I had some things I had to do. That's fine." But anyway, they changed their name a lot back to the original name. Who changes the name back to the original name? Let me see where you last spoke. Oh yeah, the yes, the Great Lakes Avengers. Duh. Okay, yes. I'm sure the superheroes in general change their names a lot, bro. Like that. That's just they need to stop doing that because it'll get confusing. Captain Marvel's had like 20 names. Warbird, Ms. Marvel, the Binary. She's gone by so many. What is his new fourth AU variant? You never heard shooting games called Team Fortress 2. I've heard of it. I've never played it because I'm not good at shooting games because I die immediately. So that's why. Hey, Wars is here. Hello, Wars. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. We're just talking. We're supposed to be talking about Echo and Ultimate Spider-Man, but that's how live streams go. You talk about the topic for like 32 seconds, and then you start talking about everything else. And I'm fine with that. I don't care. I like that. Oh my goodness. Oh, did you ever see Spider-Man Lotus film? No. I did not watch Spider-Man Lotus. I didn't. Here's what I'm going to say about that. I'm going to keep it quick and keep it concise. Okay. I was never truly interested in the project to begin with. Then all that crap happened, and I became significantly less interested in the project. The suit looked cool, but I had nothing to do with it. I didn't bother watching it. I heard it was long and boring anyways. So, and I heard the director's a terrible person. So I don't, didn't watch it and probably never going to. Although I do always support people going out and creating what they want to create. So, I'm glad the guy went out and made the Spider-Man movie he wanted to make. I never watched it. Anyways, I do love to draw so much more Spider-Verse, including Spider-Sonas and crossovers. Yes, I know. I wish I could draw, but I can't. That's why I do videos on stop motion with my action figures because I can't draw to save my life. So it's a talent. Nurture it. Take care of it. My goodness. My goodness. Cross the Spider-Verse came into my birthday. Not gonna lie. Oh, nice. Well, it's always good when Marvel things happen on your birthday. Spectacular Spider-Man, the first episode aired on my 15th birthday. That was great. That was so much fun. And then Captain Marvel came out on my birthday. And then there was a show. It was like Disney on Ice. It was called Marvel Universe Live. And they came to my state on my birthday. So That's 3 Marvel things that happened on my birthday. That was I was very happy about. It was cool to have Shin Kamen Rider teaming up with Japanese Spider-Man. It would be cool because I can't get it out of my head. The Kamen Rider character, I've heard of him. Somebody suggested I do a Web Warrior with him, but I didn't know who it was, and I looked him up, and he looked like a Power Ranger. If that Power Ranger was Spider-Man, but yeah, no, it would be cool. He would be a cool team up with the Japanese Spider-Man. That's a great idea. I don't even know if there's a figure of that guy, but I don't know next to anything about him. Away from keyboard. My brother told me that. I knew that. I knew that. See, I told you it was in my head, but I forgot. Away from keyboard. Okay, AFK. I won't forget it this time. I will, but I'll try not to. uh, still, I don't know. You have a teddy bear. That's not. Yeah, no. I have. His name is Teddy, and he has a bow tie, and I've had him since I was 8, and he's great. Yeah, he fought the Great Stuffed Animals Wars against Blue Teddy. Blue Teddy lived under the bed, but he always wanted to live on the bed. So he amassed an army and attempted to fight Teddy. Teddy had a few Spider-Men on his side, though, so Blue Teddy never stood a chance. Great Lakes X-Men, Great Lakes Champions, Great Lakes Defenders, and back to the original. Oh, so the whole team changed their name several times. Teams don't change their names that often, but that's kind of funny that the team changed their name. I probably based on the members that were in there. So I imagine X-Men had mutants and Champions had young heroes. That's pretty cool. I liked they made Insomniac Spider-Man universe canon to the mainline comics because Yuri's Peter appears in the Spider-Verse comic. Yeah, he appears in the Spider-Verse comics and then never mentions it again. So if that's what you consider canon, then sure. It's like the Insomniac Spider-Man has been in all these wild Spider-Verse adventures, and he's fought inheritors, and he's met Superior Spider-Man and alternate versions of Miles. He's done all this crap, and then he gets back to his universe and doesn't mention any of it. So, yes, that's what I call canon in quotes. I could possibly draw a Spectacular and PS4, possibly team up interactions. Keaton Lowenthal join the premiere. That would be nice. Draw whatever you would like, my friend. I'm still tripping out that you drew fan art. This guy, he drew fan art of episode 3 of Return to the Spider-Verse, which was my first and I think to this date only fan art I've ever had drawn of my series. So that was incredible. So yeah, you draw whatever you want, buddy. No one's gonna stop you. I'm not gonna stop you. My goodness, he's not a Power Ranger. And it would be better in anime, probably. Yeah, I know he's not a Power Ranger. I said he looked like a Power Ranger. Goodness, to me personally, and that would definitely be a good anime idea. Probably pitch it to whoever will listen. Pitch it to somebody. Super Mario Bros. Movie came out 13 days before my birthday. Well, there you go. I assume you like Super Mario Bros. It was not a bad movie. I enjoyed that. I finally got around to watching it, Andrew. I know you were asking me about that. I did get around to watching it. My boy Bowser was pretty cool. He came out of the fire and it was all scary. He looked scary, and I was scared. That's how Bowser should be. Great Lakes Champions would have been better. Great Lakes Champions does sound like a great name, actually. No pun intended. One time I saw someone make a wish list for Spider People for Beyond the Spider Verse. Number one was the '90s because he has his own version of the spot. Yeah, and his own multiverse finale. Yeah, no, I don't know why the '90s Spider-Man has not been in one of these Spider-Verse movies yet. It's frankly a crime that he has not been in these Spider-Verse movies yet. That's personally my favorite Spider-Man show, and I would love it if he would show up in a Spider-Verse movie. That would be nice. My goodness. Can I tell you? I still have a whole Little Big Planet trilogy. Oh, nice. My Spider-Man costume, nice as DLC. I randomly the idea of making Sackboy based on Spider Soda. I made a screenshot the game drawing Sackboy and Spider Soda. I have a Sackboy plushie from 10 years ago. Nice. Yeah, no, I have Little Big Planet. I don't know which one. I think it's 2. Or whichever one did have the Spider-Man DLC. in it because I got Spider-Man, Venom, and Doc Ock costumes for Sackboy in that game back on the PS3. And if I wanted to, I could probably load it up and they'll still be there. But yeah, that was great. That was great. It's good to still have that stuff. It's good to still keep your old games and stuff around. I still have all my old games, all my old consoles. They'll never stop working. I mean, knock on wood. All right. Well, it's been over an hour. Looks like we're dwindling down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. This was a successful stream. I'll say I enjoyed it. I'll answer a few more questions. Can we have Webman any Web Warriors episodes fighting when a spider gets defeated once he comes back more villains like Shocker? I'll consider that. You're the first one that's asked for Webman, so I will. Everybody has asked for Web Warriors was 4 people asking for spiders that weren't in the main cast. So now you've asked for Webman, I will. He's in my mind. I will not forget you, Mr. Impossible. I did a fan art or collab with Al Alvax or Alva Xerox from DeviantArt YouTube. He makes Spider-Verse story animations, digital drawings. Oh, nice. I'll check him out. And you say he's great. Mixed drawings, including miraculous fan arts, which is nice. Nice. No, yeah, I'll definitely check him out. I'll definitely check him out. So the things I have to check out. The Stealth the Hedgehog, Alva Xerox. There was another YouTuber earlier. I'll look over the chat again. And Great Lakes Avengers. Especially Doorman. Do you have any recommendations on where to get action figures, or what figures you can recommend I can put on my show characters? Just Hasbro Pulse. When they announce them, pre-order them. They don't charge you immediately when you pre-order them. They charge you when they ship. And Hasbro Pulse is always the last to ship, but they never cancel, so they're reliable. And if you don't have the money immediately, it doesn't matter because it doesn't come out till it ships. Just make sure you have the money when the figures ship. But if you're looking for older figures, comic book shops. That's where I found this boy, in the comic book shop. You never know who's trading in what, and they'll sometimes work with you on the price, especially if they like you. Yes, go to comic book shops. As for what characters you want to put whoever suits your story, bro. Whoever suits the story you're trying to tell is who you should put in your show. I'm not going to tell you who to put in your show, but you figure out the story you want to tell and the places your characters are going, and you put the characters in there that are going to advance that. I for my Christmas special, when I was adapting the comic where Peter fixes the angel, I thought, who can he go to for help with this? I said, sculptors in the Marvel Universe, Puppet Master's daughter, Alicia Masters. Characters. You got to find the characters that fit your story, and then that's who you put in there. But yeah, for figures, pre-order them when they drop on Hasbro Pulse. It's the best way to make sure you get them, and then look in comic book stores for older figures. Let's see. The last few, they made a movie of Shin Kamen Rider last year. I liked it. I will definitely look into watching that. Also, 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi made a spider soda of Lana Loud from Loud House and her amphibian abilities. Me and my sister used to watch the Loud House. Then she stopped watching them, and consequently, I stopped watching them. It was a fun show. I liked the Loud House. Good spider soda of Lana Loud. That's cute. I like that. Has some emotional dialogue, which is a nice touch to the movie. Every plot story. Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna check out that Kamen Rider movie. Also draw spiders on a Lincoln Loud involving rabbit and bunnies. Nice. Loud House Spider Sodas. There's 11 of them, so you can get you can get so many Spider Sodas out of those out of those characters. Uh, I'll check it out because I got Nick Fury from Target, Thor from Zemo from Fye. Nice. I heard people are finding Legends at Fye. I also got Infinity Lore Star Wars from Torpedo. I'm not sure about. I've never heard of that, but if you found a figure there, go ahead. Yeah, no, and like I said, always look for deals on these figures. Always look for deals because they are $25 now, and that is not cheap. It's not cheap. I do love Loud House. Loud House is great. They made a Kamen Rider show in 1971, and an Evolution. Nice. Yeah, this is a super popular character with shows and movies that I've never dang heard of. Yeah, I gotta check them out. I gotta check them out. That would be cool. That would be cool. Lenny Loud has arachnophobia. She's too idiotic. She's going to squash spiders with anything deadly. That's funny. That's funny. Oh goodness. This is fun. This is fun. I always like doing these live streams, but I think I'm gonna wrap it up now. Ugh. I always have fun with you guys. I want to do more live streams talking to you guys definitely. Now I have my whole situation situated. I'm gonna add more to this background. So this one is a sad, pitiful cardboard Spider-Man back here. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Um, make sure you stay tuned to Face Front. Uh, I got Oh, read my last comment. I'll read your last comment before you go. Torpedo has 3,000 Marvel Star Wars collection. So each for $5. What? Yeah, $100 figures, 100 figures stock of Marvel Legends. They restock weekly. Wow. Yeah, so go there constantly. Keep yourself stocked up. That's great. Two Kamen Riders, slightly different suits. Yep, I'm definitely looking to Kamen Rider after this. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Um, thank you for coming. Watch Return to the Spider Verse and share it and Web Warriors and all that. And I'll see you guys later. Or I'm sorry, that's not my outro. Face front, true believers, and I'll see you in the multiverse. Bye. Have a great day. Goodbye. See ya. End.